Hello and welcome. My name is Carsten Pries from Product Management at BMW M, and I have the pleasure to introduce the all-new M2 competition to you here at Ascari, a very nice privately owned race resort in the south of Spain. Let's start when looking at the new M2 competition with the heart of this new car, the engine. Let's take a closer look. Well, what we have here is the 3-liter 6-cylinder inline M twin power turbo engine that we also know in its basic concept from the M3 and M4. Here in the M2 competition it has 410 horsepower, so the power increase versus the original M2 is 40 horsepower. But on top of that it also has additional torque. Maximum torque has gone up to 550 Newton meters here, 50 Newton meters more than on the M2, which is very important for everyday driving situations. And as you can see here, we have also adapted the precision strut in carbon fiber that you also know from the M3 and M4. And we have a strut tower brace as well, all for increased stiffness in the front end of the car, which is very good and very important for steering precision. Also in the front you see very important new elements, like the new kidney grille, which is unique in this size for the 2 Series Coupe in the current generation. The additional air it allows to take in is more than 40% on top of what we had on the M2 Coupe. But also in the lower end, in order to satisfy the increased cooling requirements, we have enlarged, newly designed air intakes on the left and the right and in the center. So we talk about some almost 10% increased airflow and air intake here, making an overall improvement in terms of cooling performance of around 20% versus the original M2. And I think our designers have also adapted some very nice design features at the lower end of the central air intake as well. If we take a look at the side of the new M2 competition, we also see the iconic M mirrors with their double bar design and their very sophisticated aerodynamically optimized shape. This is something that customers definitely have been asking for, and we are happy to present this here. What is also new are the 19-inch forged wheels that we have here in a very specific design, further differentiating the M2 from the other M models. We have the 19-inch version here that is in a dark design. Actually it's not completely black, but because we wanted to keep the technical design and appeal alive, so it's still a burnished wheel in a dual tone. And we have it in 2 variants. One is with transparent clear coat, and the version you can see here is with a dark clear coat. So we consider this to be the favorite, especially when customers opt for the lighter colors like the positioning color Hockenheim Silver Metallic that you see here. And inside the wheels you will have certainly also recognized we have a new feature, the M Sport Brake, with a 400mm diameter in the front. 6 pistons in the brake as such for increased braking performance, and also in the rear we have 380mm as a diameter and 4 pistons in the M Sport Brake, which is painted in a very nice grey that matches perfectly with the other body colors. And when looking around the car, obviously the rear is important as well. Besides the prominent M2 competition badge, the designation on the rear boot lid, you can also see the iconic quad exhaust pipes. Now we have a new exhaust system here with dual pipes compared to the monotype system we had before. and we have electronically controlled flaps, obviously very important as well to modify between the default mode and a even sportier sound of the M2 competition. And to conclude our 360-degree view on the all-new M2 competition, we should also take a look inside. I mean, this is where the drivers are, and here you can see new important features as well, starting with the new M Sport seats in this very bucket type geometrically differentiated shape that further differentiates the M2 competition from any other 2 Series model. You obviously have the entry door sill with the M2 competition badging. You still have the nice Alcantara patches, but now we have further differentiated the steering wheel and the operating logic. So you will also find M1 and M2 buttons, and you will also see in the instrument cluster the gauges that you're used to from other BMW M high performance models that clearly show you in which setting you are currently driving when it comes to steering or the drivetrain setting. So I'm basically ready to go, can't wait to drive the car again, and I hope that you will have the chance to do the same too, experience what we and our engineers have delivered here, and I'm pretty certain that you will like it as well. Thank you very much.